Mid-South, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Sorry I'm a little bit late today. Had a little technical difficulty. My tripod was in the back of my truck and it was frozen. So there was no way of having a frozen tripod that I could extend it. So I had to put it into my truck to warm it up. My battery is charging. It was a little bit low. So today we're trying to catch catfish again. This is up. We've had a bunch of rain. Part of it's frozen. The whole damn thing will be frozen tomorrow. But for now, it's open. We've caught catfish here. We can catch catfish here. 5 people in the house. Welcome in, everybody. Got 2 thumbs up, guys. Just getting started. You can't slow us down. At least until the wind comes and the snow tonight, because it's supposed to snow. Hopefully the fish will bite. Seeing as how Mid-South is here, I'm going to put one more rod out there because I know I have to have at least 3 rods to catch a catfish, according to Fishing the Mid-South. I should have 4 technically, but I'm only going to do 3. Because 1 or 2 rods just isn't enough. And I am hooked up to my earpiece, so hopefully y'all can hear me okay. Mary Bruce, welcome in. Great to see you. Very awesome to see you. I'll definitely say that you're much prettier than what Mid-South is. I've never seen you, Mary, but I can guarantee you. I'm sure you're still prettier than Mid-South. When I look in the mirror, I'm like, man, I'm better looking than Mid-South. It's pretty good, Mary. I just got off work and I'm like, I know this lake's going to be frozen tomorrow, so I thought I'd try to catch a catfish or 2. Hopefully we'll at least get a bite or 2. But I do have my camera set up so you guys can see the takedowns a little bit better. I hope. If we have a takedown. My truck is right here, which is warm. And I'm sure I will visit my truck quite a bit. I do have my earpiece in and I can watch on my other phone. So we should be good. Let me get this other rod set up so I can throw another one out there for Mid-South. So these are some handy dandy homemade rod holders I made. That's so easy, but I can do them good. Drive that piece of hot iron into the ground for support. Take a handy dandy homemade rod holder. Slide it over the top. There you go. You got a good sturdy rod holder. Pretty fancy, huh? Jose, welcome in. I stayed in your live for quite a while. Then I had to go to Walmart. Then I had to get here and get set up. But I always enjoy jumping in your lives. All right, I'm going to get this other rod set up. So we got 3 rods. Probably, to be honest with you, better not do it. Yeah. I'm actually doing a live stream right now.
Yeah? Now you do this fishing shit?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about starting a metal technique one, I guess, huh? Oh, metal. But I don't know how to do as far as like thumbnails and all those things. That's on the computer, or you don't use thumbnails, that's what you know. I've been doing that for fucking ever. What's your name? Josh. Josh. I'm trying to fucking silver dimes all over town. Yeah, load it in and just do it like this. I got a Compromise Road up there,
Yeah.
that bridge.
Yep.
We floated from there to here 3 times, and it's just fucking terrible, you know. Don't catch shit. Oh, we floated from there down. Don't catch shit. There's only one spot. Yeah. Oh, it's got a bit of a lag, huh? I just put it on the live and I've never. My cousin, he was time capsule over there, and white straight, white hair stuff. Funeral home, white that stuff, hotel. Oh, I guess. Yeah, he just lives on Little St. Francis right here. Hey, if y'all had any lost in battery plant, I thought what? I saw some a couple weeks ago. No shit. No, that's a big. I heard that that hole down there is fucking moving. Oh? Yeah, I don't know. No, all that fish on that fish all the time. Never been a big bird at all. Sorry. It's just all those down.
We got the third rod set up. Shouldn't have taken it.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw this one over here. We got 3 bases. Really figured that base to the left. All right, let me shut my truck off. Sit here and chill out. All right. Have a good day. is a little bit cool. It's warm in the truck. It's really warm in the truck. It's like 77 degrees in the truck. All right. Bob, welcome in. Good to see you. Okay, we're set up with 3 rods. I'll move this camera around so you can see a little bit better. Sorry, I was trying to get a net set up. We're all set up now. Hey, thanks, Sir Pops. I appreciate it. Sorry, I just now got back to you. I wasn't by the camera. Mike, welcome in. Good to see you. All right. See if I can't zoom this out a little bit now. Let's just move this camera a tad bit. So you guys can see all the rods. There. Now we got all the rods on camera. That's what matters. Great to see y'all. Thanks for coming in to your Fun Fishing Adventures live stream. It's cold. This is flooded, which is good, I think. It's really muddy though, but yet it's clear, if that makes any sense. We got skipjack on all 3 rods because that's what I brought. Actually, I put it in my truck yesterday because I was going to do my live yesterday, but couldn't find anywhere to fish. But it's been cold enough that it stayed frozen. So that's good with me too. I happen to be standing in mud because it's done nothing but rain. If you look up the lake here, which you can't because you're there and I'm here, it's nothing but ice. So this whole lake will be frozen tomorrow. Yeah, I've got that left rod up underneath that bridge, and I've got one in front of the bridge, and then I've got one to the right of the bridge. Underneath the bridge is where I had been catching them at, but it's probably been 2 weeks since I've been here. So they may have moved out. But I'm going to move these baits around pretty much because, like, if you don't put that right in front of their face this time of year, they ain't going to bite it. Lisa, welcome in. Great to see you. This lake is a really good crappie fishing lake as well. The only problem is it's full of dinks. I mean, I'm talking dinks. If you catch a 6-inch crappie out of this lake, that's a big crappie for this lake. It's mostly like 3 and 4 or 5-inch crappie. You catch a 9-incher, you've got a monster out of this lake. I've got to find a better spot to be besides in this mud. All right, I guess you guys can probably still see all the rods. I'm just gonna move some of this crap around on the ground up underneath my feet so I ain't standing in mud. So, did you guys hear me when I was at my truck? Because I don't know if this earpiece is really working properly to my phone. So if you didn't hear nothing for a while, that means you didn't hear me. But if you did hear me, that means it's working. We got 14 awesome people in. That's great. Thank you guys. You know, if you don't mind, smash that thumbs up. If you want to become a subscriber, that's great. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. We fish all year round. Sometimes we're catfishing. Sometimes we're crappie fishing. I might try a little bass fishing this year. I used to bass fish a lot. So I did buy me a GX2 ugly stick at Walmart the other day. Got it on clearance for $15. That's right, $15. And I paired it up with a bait casting reel that I had. So now we've got some bait casting power. Hello, I love fishing. How you doing? Fishing in plains. Awesome. You could hear me, but you didn't know what I was saying. All right. Well, I'm going to disconnect this stupid earpiece in because if it's not working right, we don't need it on Dewey. But you can hear me now. As long as you can hear me now, that's all that matters. I kind of wanted to have my earpiece set up so if I got too cold, I could put my butt. Brenda, welcome in. I am glad to see you. I really enjoyed you being in chat a little while back. I definitely remember you. And I did try the cooking oil thing or the cooking spray. And it worked on my rod, but it didn't work too good putting it on my spool of line. But I did try it, and yes, it did help me with my rod tips freezing up. So thank you. Oh, I was at the back of my truck. So that's good. It is working. Yeah, the guy was over here metal detecting, and he's like, man, there's a great big well up there. And I'm like, well, I've never been over there. But he's pretty jazzed up about it. So, Brenda, I'm glad you came in. I wanted to tell you thank you. Yes, it does work. It helped me out a lot. Life and fishing? No, I haven't caught anything yet. I haven't really been. I've been here for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, somewhere in there. But we're trying for catfish. There's the only catfish that I know is in this lake are channel cat. I've never heard of anybody catching flatheads out of here. And I know there's no blues in here unless somebody's just dumped one in here. Because this is stocked by the Conservation Department, Missouri Conservation. Plus, it does have a nice little river that comes into it, and it dumps out into what's going to be a river. But with it being so cold, this water's cold, we're going to have to put that bait right in front of the fish's face in order for him to bite on it, I think. But we're going to give it another 45 minutes probably and see if we can't find something. I may have to go sit my bottom in the truck to warm up a little bit. Because I just got off work, so I am in my work clothes. I am not really dressed to be out here fishing. Well, thank you there, Brenda. I do appreciate it. You're very, very awesome. Thank you. I just really can't. I'm going to move that left rod because, man, we should have got a bite on that rod. We might need to get a little closer to that pillar with it. see. I put that one rod on top of that. I mean, that's right. Bounced it right off of that pillar. I don't know if you guys can really see the pillar. Hey, thanks for the sub there. I appreciate it. That pillar right over there is where I'm on top of. Not really the place I wanted to fish at today. But the other place I wanted to go, I know how windy it gets on that lake. And if there's just a little slight breeze, it's going to be really windy up there. So I came here. The wind is bad, but it's not nearly as bad as it was, or would have been, or could have been. Hey, I just seen a fish at the top of the water out there. That's a good sign. That would be a lot better sign if we seen a fish hit the lines, huh? Lots of people come through here. This is actually a city lake. And it's a big lake. I know you guys can't see much of it, but it's a pretty good sized lake for being a city lake. This area here used to be all mining companies. So they would build these lakes for, their water. And they just kind of like leave them or donate them to the cities when they're done. And underneath that bridge, it's probably, right now at as high as the water is, it's probably about 13 foot deep. If you get on the other side of that pillar, that's probably about 4 foot deep. But we're probably about 12, 13 foot. This is one of the deeper spots I found in this lake. I have been out here on my boat. And the channel just kind of runs right down through here, and all the stuff on the far side of the lake is pretty shallow. This lake's way overdue for renovation. I think my chat froze because I ain't seeing nobody talk. I'm sure somebody's talking. I guess not. That's okay. I don't mind if you guys just hang out with me. Makes it a little bit more fun than just sitting here by myself watching these three poles. Oh, no, it froze. Sometimes my chat freezes. So I'll be like, man, nobody's saying nothing. And then I go check it and there's like 30 or 40 messages that I didn't see. Gold Creek, how you doing, Billy? Good to see you in. Got a feeling we're going to have a tough bite today, guys. We are expecting a big snowstorm coming in starting this evening, I think. So that's probably not helping things any. And our highs are going to be like 17 with lows -2 or 3. So it's going to be cold. Put a little wind chill in there. It's going to be really cold. I actually think I have a face mask in my truck. I might do that.
Haven't you looked yet?
Huh?
Haven't you looked yet?
Not yet. We might not even bite. All right. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, nothing's going to stop me from being out here fishing. I mean, for the frozen water would. But knowing me, I'd probably still try to fish on the water and on the ice. Plan on heading down to Kentucky the 3rd week of March, I believe. Do some skipjack fishing and some catfishing down there at Kentucky Dam or Barkley Dam. We're going to see how flooded it is because it's like 40 foot up right now down there. It's way up. Might fish the Ohio River some. All right, we're up to 20 thumbs up. That's great. Hey, if you guys don't mind, share out the video and see if we can't get some more people in here. It's all about building a community. We've got some pretty awesome people. Let's just like Brenda that come in here. I think she's been into I know she's in one of our lives for sure. She has some good advice. And I took it and it worked out well for me. Okay, I want to go sit in my truck for a second and warm up. It's just a little too chilly. But I should still see you guys and you should still be able to hear me.
Do you have those on the side track? Where it goes to the side? I'm going to scream. Yeah, I think your deck's messed up. I think your deck's messed up. Oh.
I can hear them people over there. Man, that's a good looking spot. How deep? It's like 13 feet. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Can you hear me? I took my earpiece out. You might not be able to hear me. Maybe I'll go get my earpiece, put it back in. I hear you good. Okay. First, I guess my stupid earpiece isn't connecting correctly. So I took it out. That's good anyway. Because I got in my truck to warm up for a second. I was hoping the earpiece would connect like it should have. But it didn't. But yeah, I'm fishing about 12, 13 foot of water right now. The fish ain't cooperating though. We ain't gonna go a whole long. We'll give it probably another 20 or 30 minutes. We should, if we're gonna get a bite, we should get a bite by then. I'm gonna move that right rod and kind of throw it more to the right. See if we can't get something further up in that channel. This is actually a city lake. It's Fredericktown City Lake in Missouri. What bait am I using? I got skipjack on here. Skipjack are not native to this lake, but it is shad are. And they're cousins, and they kind of both smell. So I've caught channel cat out of here on the skipjack. I'd rather have shad, but I don't have many of those left. Just in case you're curious, I'm using really small pieces. Using 3/0 hooks. I got a 6/0 on the top here, but all the rest of my hooks are 3/0. And the reason why I go with a smaller bait and smaller hooks in the wintertime, I've always just been told that the catfish can't open their mouth as wide in the wintertime because they're cold. They're not going to be nearly aggressive, so they're just going to kind of hold on to that bait and suck on it. And with a smaller hook and a smaller bait, it gives you a little better chance of hooking up to them. They can't get that whole big bait in their mouth. That would be different with like blue cap. But there's nothing that big in this lake. We catch stuff that's a pound, 2 pounds out of here. I'm sure there's bigger. I just haven't caught them. But I don't really catfish this lake a whole lot. Just now and then. It's only about 20, 25 minutes from home. And it's still a nice little place to sit at. And I had set a picture of this bridge that's behind me for the thumbnail. And for some reason, it did not take. So it just has my little logo up there, which that's all right too. You guys get the general idea that I'm fishing. But we are known to be a fishing channel because we're not much of a catching channel sometimes. But hey, not everybody can catch fish all the time. There's some of these channels that say, man, I do nothing but catch fish, and you see them catch fish after fish. They don't tell you that it takes them several days sometimes. Of course, I've done it myself to catch those fish, but it makes for a good video. I always kind of wondered when I grew up how I could watch bass fishing videos like Bill Dance and all that. And them guys that catch bass after bass and to be all shoved in 30 minutes. I'm like, there ain't no way they caught all this fish in 30 minutes. They always catch big bass. Roland Martin, Bill Dance, all them guys. But for the newer generation, they probably wouldn't even know who those people are. I'm going to turn that camera a little bit, I suppose. There. Now you can get all 3 rods in. Luckily enough, we haven't had any trolls. I don't really mind trolls so much as long as they're respectful. I have lots of good mods to take care of them. Maybe next time we do this, we'll try fishing on a different part of the lake instead of in this spot, and we'll see if we do any better there. As far as structure out here, there's not a whole lot of structure unless it's something that's, you know, floated down from the river. It's pretty much a flat bottom. There's a few trees and stuff underneath the bridge to the left. There's a bunch of stumps and things further up the river, up the lake. But not much structure. Actually, if over that way where you guys are looking, that's where the spillway is. That's actually the start of the Little St. Francis River. Well, I'm sure it's probably just one of the starts, but this is like the main start to it, I think. As far as that goes, I can just pan you guys around. One of these will let me pan. There we go. See, guys, now over on that far side over there, it's really shallow. I mean, it's less than a foot deep when it's normal water. And all the way up there is where the river comes in. That's pretty much about it. And now we're back here. I can't believe we haven't even got a bite. Yeah, that's a really nice lake. I wish they did a little bit more with it. I wish they would improve it. But it is what it is. I don't think they really care. This lake used to be known for a lot of good bass. Used to be known for good crappie too, but the big crappie got fished out, the little crappie got left behind, and now they're all stunted because there's too many, not enough food. The bass fishing, they used to do tournaments in here. Well, that took care of all the big bass. You'll still catch a nice one now and then, but not like he used to. Not on the list, yep. It's actually on the conservation's list. They're ready to do renovations on it, but I think the city has to come up with part of it or something. And, you know, that's all city politics. I don't know much about it. I can't really speak, but just from what I understand, conservation's ready. It's just the city is not ready. Just my understanding. I don't know any of that is a fact. I guess in order for them to even renovate this, they would have to somehow divert the water that comes into it from the river, creek, whatever it is on the far end. I wouldn't really know how they would do it, to be honest with you. They would have to divert it somehow. Put like a big flood waller up and do part of it, then come back and do the other half. I'm not sure. It'd be a huge undertaking, I think. I would guess it'd probably take a good year to renovate this lake. Sounds like New York, yeah. Well, this town, it's a small town. They don't have like a ton of income. That's a nice little town. Fishy Things, how you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, we're going to give it 15 more minutes, folks. If we don't do anything, I'm going to call it because I'm just getting cold. The name of the town is Fredericktown. Like that dude's going to get stuck driving through the ice. No snow yet. We got the snow coming in tonight. That's okay. We're not going to be here a whole lot longer. We've been here for 50 minutes. We haven't even got a bite. So I'm not going to stand out here and freeze. I mean, I do have my jumpsuit in my truck. That would help, but I don't really want to take my coat off to put it on, and then I'll be even colder to try to put it on. Lucifer, good to see you. Welcome in. Now, if I was getting some bites, I'd be a little bit, okay, I'm going to stay for a while. But it's just not happening. They are calling for us to get now. I've seen what our local weather forecast says is 12 inches of snow tomorrow, which is a lot for us. I mean, normal is like 3 or 4 or 5. But I looked on the Weather Channel, and the Weather Channel saying 5 to 6, maybe 7 inches. So I'm going to say it's going to be between 5 and 12 inches of snow coming in tomorrow. So that means this lake will be frozen. And I'm probably going to be working doubles because everybody's going to say, I can't make it to work. Which is okay with me because I like to make the extra money. Oh, that's okay, Lucifer. I do that a lot. I'll sit in lives and people don't know that I'm there because I'm at work or what have you. And I'll just sit there and listen. I listen to Jose. If you guys haven't checked out Fishing and Cooking with Jose, check him out. It's starting to get a little bit windy out here too. Windier. I'm sure y'all can probably hear it in the phone. Because when I'm at work, I can't really like interact. I can listen because I can throw my phone in my pocket and have my earbud in depending on where I'm at. Danny, welcome in. Good to see you. You're coming in on the tail end. We're going to go for about 10, 15 more minutes and we're going to call it just because it's cold and we ain't catching no fish. Yeah, I watch Jose's channel, but I don't understand the word of it. Once in a while, he'll say something like, okay, I know what that word was, but I never took Spanish in school. So I'm kind of at a loss, but I watch it for the content. And he's always out there, man. He's fishing. He's fishing hard too. And Jose comes in and supports me, so I try to go back and support everybody I can. Unfortunately, I've got like 300 or 400 subscriptions, and there's some people that I don't even know that are content creators that come into the lives. Yep, that's right. We know what a good catch is in any language. I know what's missing. We're missing somebody saying, "Here, fishy, fishy kitty." That's why we ain't catching nothing. Heather's not in here. I'm going to stick my head in my truck and get a drink. I'll be right back. Plus, I'm walking in mud. It's all mud. But yes, it is Heather's fault. I'll blame it on Heather. And then when I see Heather later, I'm going to be like, hey, Duke, how you doing? You retracted your message. I don't think I'm going to catch nothing, buddy. It's too cold for even to fish today. But great to see you. Catch you cold, maybe. That's probably about all I'm going to catch. I mean, last couple times I've been down here, it ain't taking no time to start getting bites. Fishing up underneath that bridge. But man, they just ain't here today. I don't know where they're at, but they ain't here. Yeah, I caught a cat the other day, but that was the other day. I've actually, to be honest with you guys, I've caught more catfish so far this year than what I normally catch in a year. But I don't normally come out and catfish in the wintertime. If anything, I would crappie fish. But I've got my boat all tarped up. And I honestly, with the weather being the way it's been wind, it's been rain, it's been snow, it's been sleet. I'd rather just not have to fool trying to take that tarp off and putting it back on every time I go out. Now I got to make sure the motor's drained out so the motor don't freeze up on me. So probably in March, I'll uncover it and get it all ready to roll. Yeah, that water temperature gets up around 60. They'll be going pretty good. But I look forward to getting back out of my boat. I miss being on the water. I don't mind bank fishing. And I've really kind of contemplated on buying a kayak. Just because there's places I like to go that I don't necessarily have to take my boat, but I'd still like to get on the water. And to be honest, it's going to be a lot cheaper to carry a kayak around than pull my boat. Duke, I was thinking about trying my luck for a while now after work. Yeah, that's cold. Luckily enough, the wind's not really bad, but it's just enough of a breeze to make it cool. Well, cooler. I think when I was in there, I think my phone said 22 degrees. You know, with all this water coming in here from this rain, these flooding rains we had yesterday, that could have them shut down too. All right, Brenda. Thank you for popping back in. I really appreciate you being here. I'm going for 5 more minutes, guys. Not cold at 61 degrees. Man, that's awesome. I wish we had 61 degrees. Of course, you guys had snow when we were in the 60s, so I can't really complain. Thanks again, Brenda, for coming in. You're awesome. And I am going to make some modifications to my rod holders. I'm not sure if it's the right idea or the wrong idea, but I'm going to do it. Worst case scenario, I trash it and it's going to cost me $20 to rebuild them. Oh, well. You don't know until you try, right? Duke is down there in New Mexico. $16 away from me. Let's see, it's Duke and Wild Hook and Rhea C. They're all down in the same area. I just lost my feet. Ooh. I really want to start. I keep thinking about getting in trying to tie jigs and stuff. And I'm like, man, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy everything. I'm going to tie up a handful of jigs. I'm going to say, well, that was fun. And then I won't ever do it again because I know me. And that's what I do. I go all in on something and then say, okay, I'm bored with it. Thought about doing soft plastics. And I'm like, it's going to cost me $500 into making soft plastics. Do I really want to do it that bad? Am I going to use that many soft plastics? I mean, just for the 5-pound box or bucket of the plastic itself is over $100. Then you got to buy the jigs and you got to buy the injectors or the molds in the injectors. And if you're going to go that far, you might as well just buy the jig heads and paint the jig heads. And then, you know how it goes. It's like a never ending thing. Yep. Pricey startup. I mean, someday I might find a Vice City art sale. I don't know. I mean, I know when the tying jigs isn't really all that expensive. The materials wouldn't be. It's just I know I would start it and get bored with it really fast. Plus, I don't really have the room to do it. I have a small place. I don't have a kitchen table because I have a small place. But I do get tired of buying jigs. And when I go skipjack fishing, nothing beats the hand-tied jigs for skipjack fishing. Kind of like the Arkies. It's got the tinsel on the back, the silver tinsel. Them skipjack just love them. I don't know if it's the tinsel or what, but I've caught more skipjack on those than I have any other bait. And I don't know if I can do the whole twist on the top and then try to do that tie off at the end. I'd get aggravated with it. All right, cool. Thank you. I'll definitely send you an email. Rod over at Rod's Fishing Adventures tied a couple up for me. I still got a couple of those left, but not many. I knew what you meant. But the funny thing with skipjack, they're the most pickiest things for being fish. I mean, you're throwing it out there, man. You're cranking that dude, and it's fast. But you can have a black and white one on, a black and white jig. You can have a pink jig. You can have a white jig. You can have a yellow and black jig. And they're going to find one of those jigs that they see cruising through the water like as fast as you can reel it in, and that's the only jig they'll hit. It's crazy. Or you can have three of the same jig, and they'll only bite one because it just happens to be in that spot of the water column where they want. They won't go 6 inches or 6 or 12 inches either way. Ethan's not the guy. Hey, what's up? How you doing? You are a moderator. Who did you used to be? You had to be somebody else. Because I don't recognize Ethan's not that guy. Hey, I just got a hit on that middle rod. It wasn't much of a hit, but it was a hit, guys. We'll see what happens. Did y'all see that too, or is it just my imagination? Pretty sure it was a hit. Oh, I've been gone for, okay. I see so many people, sometimes I forget, so I'm sorry. But welcome back. Glad to see you. Sometimes people change channel names too, and I'm like, I don't recognize that name. And they're like, oh, hey, I was so-and-so. I'm like, okay, I know who you are now. Oh, shoot, I don't really have a color preference because they're finicky. They'll change color. They'll chew on whatever they want whenever they decide to. But yeah, I'll send you an email. I do appreciate it. What is my PB cat? My PB cat was actually caught on a live stream that I was doing about 6 months ago. I was on the Mississippi River and it was flooded. I mean, I was fishing in a parking lot. And my PB catfish, we don't have an official weight on it, but we did have a scale that maxed out at 50 and it slammed that scale. So we all kind of guessed, and we're kind of all in agreements. That's the word I wanted. That it was between 65 and a 70-pound blue cat. Yeah, I know last time I was down there using jigs, they wouldn't touch anything but a black and white one, like a black top with a white skirt. Then I've had times where they wouldn't. Oh yeah, it was well over 60 for sure. Duke's seen it. Duke was in the live. Hey, that's awesome for being 11. That's an awesome fish. Before last year, I had never caught a blue cat that was over a pound. So to catch one that big at 11, congratulations. I will probably never ever catch another blue cat that big, but it was a lot of fun. I actually went back and I did a screen recording of it. I'm gonna see if I can't pull that footage somehow and actually do just a video of me catching that one fish, because that fish was 11 minutes in that video. I think the title of that video was, "Can we catch another monster catfish on the Mississippi?" or something like that. Okay, I'll do that. I'll send you some pictures and weights. I do know they kind of got to be a little bit heavier because fishing the Kentucky and Cumberland, that's some pretty fast moving water. And I do put a weight on the bottom, and I'll tie the 3 jigs up above it just so I get that distance and the drop. Did you get one a couple the other day?
Yeah, the other day I did.
So I heard you had a few shots off.
Oh no, well, a couple weeks ago, the goose season ended. Last 2 Thursdays ago, but the traffic.
Yeah, because I seen you had your sled with some decoys in it.
Yeah, the other day I got a couple, but not that.
That's cool.
Over here, I think
Guy on a kayak. I don't think that fish is coming back for that, guys. Well, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you and let you know. Adrian, good to see you. How you doing? Where you been hiding, buddy? We need to see some adventures coming out of you soon. I know you did some ice fishing. I've seen those videos. Now, guys, a lot of times, guys, I watch your videos on my TV, so I can't really comment on them. But I make sure I do smash that thumbs up, because I know it does help the algorithm and it helps you. Just enjoying some lunch. That's good. Oh, James decides to wake up. Good morning, James. I'm sure he probably just got up. All right, we'll give it 10 more minutes, see if that fish comes back. Then I'm done because my feet are frozen. I'm getting pretty cold. Actually, if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to step away and sit in the truck where it's a little warmer just for a minute. Warm up. I'll be right back. Chat amongst yourselves. All right, I'm warmed up a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Jeremy, welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, the mail, it's got ridiculous. They'll send your package from one coast to another coast and send it right back to your damn town. Used to be you could send a package way before we had all this great technology and it would be there in 2 or 3 days. Not anymore. We've had one hit. We've been here for an hour and 20 minutes. Like 20 minutes ago, I was going to quit. Then we got a hit. Then I'm like, okay, we'll stay a little bit longer, but I haven't got nothing else. Yeah, I sent a package out to Jerry at Jamaican Shore Fishing. He's down in Jamaica. And that was a month ago. He still hasn't got it. So it may have got lost in the mail. Who knows? I'll have to send it out again. I do got to get to the post office. I've got one person I have to send stickers out to that I told him I would. And I just haven't gone to the post office. What bait am I using? I am using skipjack. Skipjack herring. No chum out here, just the bait. This will be my last day fishing here for a little bit. It's going to be in the 50s next week, though. So they'll start getting that water warmed up and the fish will start biting a little bit better. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did you see I said open? No, I didn't see it. Sorry to hear that, buddy. All right, guys, we're going to give it 9 more minutes. That'll put us in an hour and a half, which is probably 10 more minutes than what I want to be out here, but we're going to do it anyway, just for the sake of why not? I mean, we do got 13 awesome people in here. Chevy lover. Gee, have I ever heard of you before? Oh, I think I have. How you doing there, Chevy lover? Or I guess we'll call it Chevy now. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. We haven't had any luck. One bite. Was my mom's dog just walked in the kitchen late. Oh, wow. At least it wasn't like the dog got hit or anything like that. Hey guys, it's cold out here. I wish that fish would have come back though. And it made me a whole lot warmer reeling that fish in. So, and that's a project I got coming up, and I'm gonna build it. Then I'm gonna go buy the stuff. Well, I ain't gonna rebuy everything, but I'm gonna build a little battery box. I'll do a video on it. But I ordered a lifetime 12 amp hour battery, lithium, and the control panel and everything else for it. So like when we're out here doing lives, we can run our lights at night. We can run our phones. We can run whatever we want on that 12 amp hour lithium battery. It'll last forever. Have you caught one today, Scotty? No, I have not. We've had one bite, and that was it. And this wind is picking up. I'm sure you guys can hear it in the phone. So, and I'm going to do modifications on one of these rod holders, see if it works out any better. Hey, we just got that bite again. He's going to wait for me to walk away from it. Then he'll come back and bite on it again. Because fish know when you ain't right there. Everybody go over to Chevy's, subscribe, like, share, do all that good stuff. We need to get him up to 50. Chevy's been hanging out with us for 7 or 8 months now, maybe 9 months. He came in the scene when I was on my big push for my 4,000 watch hours. So he's been a pretty good supporter of the channel. So make sure you go over and check him out. James, do your thing. James will hook you up here in a second, Chevy. Then Chevy can go live. Throw that link up there, would you, James? James might have stepped away. He's usually pretty good about getting links up pretty quick. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Rebuilding, I guess. My live stream trying to get rid of Glory of College 25. All right. Get on the road to glory. I got you. Hey, welcome in and thanks for being a subscriber. We've had 2 bites. And that has been it. We are only going for about another 3 minutes. It's cold out here. And I just don't think it's worth it today. We've been out here for about an hour and a half. Close to it. This cold front's really rolling through, so it's just not worth it to me to freeze. If my earpiece would have been working right, I'd have been sitting in my truck. But something in my settings is different. They are new earbuds because my other ones quit working, so. Because I'd sit out here all night if I could sit in my truck. He's biting on it again. sure it's just a little bitty guy. Come on back, fishy, fishy. Bites. That's it. It was a bites. Getting a call for it at 65. Tomorrow it's 23 or 65. Yeah. It is cold here. It's in the 20s, low 20s. Wind's blowing. Snow's coming in tonight. I know, but if they were good bites, Duke, if they were good bites. That wasn't a good bite. I mean, it was a good enough bite to move my rod. No problem. Hey, James, can you put his link out, Chevy's, if you're not busy, if you can, please? Seven to 12 inches, what they're calling for you guys down there, huh? Come on, fishy. I am freezing. Hurry up and bite again. Because, you know, once they get close to that fish ain't going to bite it. All right, thanks for the link there, James. Everybody check out Chevy Lover. He just needs 10, or Chevy, formerly Chevy Lover. He only needs 10 subs to get up to where you're going to go live. See if y'all can help him out. I'd appreciate it. Justin, how you doing? Good to see you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Good to hear. Good to hear. Hey. Fishy on, guys. Fishy on. All right, so it was worth the wait. I know, you're cold, dude. Let go. Open your mouth and let me take the hook out. This dude is like an ice cube. Here we go, guys. This is what's down there biting. Look how fat this guy is. I mean, he is fat. I don't know how well you guys can see him. I can't see what you're seeing. Fishy, fishy. Got whiskers. All right, so that was worth the wait. It wasn't on the rod it was getting a bite either. So that's a good pan fryer if somebody was to keep them. I'm going to get him back in the water. All right. Okay, well, maybe I'll throw out for just another minute or two. So did you see the problem I had trying to get the rod out of the rod holder? That's what I'm going to try to work on. See, I really feel, I don't know how well you guys can see these rod holders where I'm at, but I really kind of feel I need to cut this top part off and then cut part of the bottom and kind of make it like an L shape. So when you go to reel that, pick that rod up, that rod will come up more. Kind of what I'm thinking. So don't know if that's the right thought or the wrong thought, but that's my thought. Jose, welcome back in. We got one whiskered fish on the bank. I'm glad to see that after standing out here for an hour and a half freezing. And definitely nice to see. It was worth the trip now. We got one fish. Ashley, welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, it was a channel cat. Nothing big, but better than nothing. Now my hands are cold because he was wet. I have a problem with catching carp because there's not really many around my area. But they are fun to catch when you do find them. I'm bass fishing, I catch them mostly when I'm crappie fishing. Great to see you in, Ashley. Hope you got to see our little kitty we just caught. Oh, it looks like my stupid phone's not charging. My battery's dead already. I guess the cold's zapping it. Fun catching adventures. Ha! Well, guys, we're pretty much going to get forced to shut down here soon. I'm down to 20% on my battery. I'll tell you what. I don't know if y'all ever seen these. They're solar powered battery chargers. I've had this thing for about 3 years, and it's really done well, but it's just about dead. I mean, I could run my camera for 6 hours on this thing when I bought it new. The solar panel never does work on them, though. I've only had one out of the 4 that I bought. The solar panel actually works. And that was the first one to crap out on me. So I'm giving it 5 more minutes, guys. That's it, absolutely. Okay, we'll give it 7 more minutes because they'll give us an hour and 45 minutes. And then that's it because I'm getting cold. I'm getting really cold. I don't care if we catch another fish. That's going to be it. Unless it's a really big fish. And that catfish is probably about a pound. Maybe a little more, but not much. Chevy, we'll get you up there to 50. I'm sure there's enough people on here that'll probably subscribe to you to get you up to your 50 each you need. Yeah, but I ain't gonna. I don't ever fool with that. Stacy, welcome in. Stacy's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Bank Fishing Adventures. My biggest catfish is between a 65 to 70 pound blue cat. Seven to go. Hey, you're working on it. So Stacy, I'm on here for 5 more minutes and I'm done. I can't take the cold no more. But we did get the one whiskered fish on. It's on the bank. That's what matters. Real life, welcome in. Good to see you. Well, you're doing good. 15 to 40 plus. That's good. That took me a long time. Hey, I'm going to bite on that flipping rod again. Maybe if I'm doing something else, they'll come back and bite because he thinks I ain't paying attention. If I don't start packing these things up, I'll keep making excuses to stay. I'm going to put this in the back of the truck. All right, that's one rod down. I got a feeling he probably got the bait off this middle one. No, I still have it. That's rod number 2 done. He got one of the 2 baits. I know these people that come by got to think, what an idiot out fishing this time of year in the cold. I have to agree with them. But somebody's got to do it. Might as well be me. So I'm going to give this dude like another 2 minutes. So he better bite. Then I'm going to go because it's cold. Hunting and stuff. Good to see you, buddy. See y'all coming in now, and I'm getting ready to pack up because I just can't take the cold no more. Andy, how you doing? Ah, 2 minutes. This dude better take it again. We're on that rod holder. Cold sucks and needs more up. Yeah, it does. Good to see the boring fisherman in. I never see you in my streams. Glad to see you're in. Yeah, them heavy winds, it makes it tough, especially when it's cold and heavy winds. And to answer your question, Stacy, my truck is behind me, but I had to get different earbuds and they weren't connecting to the phone for some reason. I am in Missouri. I'm actually fishing in Farmington, Missouri. Italian bushcraft, good to see you. Y'all must just be getting off work or something. Yeah, I'm in a frozen state. That's for sure. This lake will be frozen tomorrow. I can guarantee it. It's not so bad. All right, guys. I don't think this fish is going to bite no more. He hit it pretty good, but I'm a popsicle. So I'm going to get out of here. I'd like to thank you all for hanging out. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, I don't have no stripers around here. That's okay, Andy. Next time. But it's really cold. So I'm going to go get in my, pull this down and go get in my truck, go get something hot to eat. So thank you all for coming into the live stream. I do appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you again the next time. I'm going to go and pull this rod in. Be safe, everybody. Have a great week. And if you're going to get nailed with the snow, be careful out on the road. That's okay. Okay, you can get in here next time. See you guys. Thanks again. And I will say probably with the weather going to be how it is, everything's going to be froze. So it may be the middle part of next week before we do a live stream again. We'll see how it goes. And don't forget about Sunday Night Bites on Bank Fishing Adventures channel this week. I imagine it'll probably be around 2 o'clock Central Time. Just guessing. So check it out if it happens. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you later. Be safe. Oh, shoot. We only need 11 seconds. Ew, it's cold. Battery's at 10%. It's going to die anyway. Okay. Bye-bye, guys.